By the time you and I are done today, you're going to know the 6 steps that science says you need in order to set your morning up for success. And when you do, you'll not only sharpen your routine, you're going to squeeze even more out of your day. So let's get into it. Even if you don't think you have a morning routine right now, you do. The thing that you do right now in the morning, every single morning, whether it's working for you or not, that's your routine. And what we're going to confront today together is it actually working for you? Are you working against the science or are you working with it? Are you following the steps that could set you up for success, or are you just kind of doing what you've always done and then you beat yourself up because it's not creating better results? Now, if you have a morning routine that is basically hit the snooze button 6 times and run late for work, never eat breakfast, hydrate on coffee, that's a system. That's one of the reasons why you're not meeting your goals. You may have huge goals, but if your systems don't support those goals of yours, you're going to always fall to how bad the system is. And that's what a morning routine is. It's a system. This is the only time of the day that you're fully in control. If you really stop and think about how your day goes, the second you look at your phone, the second you walk into work, the second that you check the news, your day is gone. You're now reacting. So your only shot at feeling in control is this system we call a morning routine. The benefits: it will reduce anxiety, it will lower your stress, it's going to keep your brain energized, it's going to help you boost your productivity and your concentration, and check this out, it's even going to help you sleep better. And so let's get into the 6 things that science says you and I need to be doing in order to set ourselves up for success and build a system that unlocks the potential of your mind, body, and spirit. And the first thing is, when that alarm rings, get up and start the day. Do not lie in bed. Do not hit the snooze button. And so how do you get out of bed? As soon as the alarm rings or as soon as your eyes open, you're just going to count backwards: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. Get out of bed. Just get out of bed. Move. And the reason why this works is because I've found that, in those moments where you hesitate and you stop and think about getting out of bed, if you hesitate for more than 5 seconds, you actually will lose all motivation to do it. Step number 2, make your bed. Now, why is this important? Because when you make the bed, you're not going to climb back into it, okay? But the more important reason is because when you make your bed every morning, it's a super simple thing that you can do that starts to build a little bit of discipline. In fact, I'm looking at this one study right now from Bond University in Australia that says your physical environment significantly influences your cognition, your emotions, and subsequent behaviors, including your relationships with other people. Now let's talk about the third one. And that third habit that I want you to do is something that you're going to add to your morning routine after you brush your teeth. I want you to look in the mirror. I don't want you to say a thing. And I want you to simply high five your reflection. The reason why you want to high five yourself in the mirror, and you're not going to say a thing, comes from research from Dr. Lawrence Katz, who's a neurobiologist and researcher at Duke University. And he studies something called neurobics. Now, neurobics is a fancy term that basically describes the fastest and easiest way to create new neural pathways and connections in your brain. And the way that you tap into neurobics is you basically take a routine activity, which for you is brushing your teeth, standing there, looking in the mirror, and then you pair it with something unexpected. And what happens is it snaps your brain into attention. This little unexpected physical movement that you're now adding to something you already do, it's like a brain fertilizer that makes a new habit encode in your brain faster. Step 4, drink a full cup of water. Did you know that when you don't drink enough water, you want to know what you feel? Brain fog. You're exhausted, you have headaches, and you have mood swings. And step 4 of your new morning routine and the system you're going to create for yourself of just drinking a cup of water before you do anything else, it's simply just starting you to get aware of how important it is, to become more conscious of it so that you start taking better care of yourself. In fact, simply drinking more water, it can be one of the easiest and healthiest changes that you can make for your overall health and for your brain functioning. That if you drink coffee or any form of caffeine first thing in the morning, meaning within the first hour or 2 of waking up, you are screwing yourself over because there is this sleepy chemical that's in your brain called adenosine. And when you wake up, it takes your brain an hour or 2 to flush the adenosine, this sleepy chemical, out of your brain. The caffeine is preventing your brain from flushing this sleepy chemical out. Drink a cup of water, full cup of water, first thing when you get up, and then wait at least an hour for your first cup of coffee. And that brings me to number 5. Get outside and take in morning light. That exposure to morning sunlight is crucial to reset your body's internal clock and help you transition into the awake phase. In fact, getting morning light is one of the most important things that you can do to get better sleep at night. Because when you get morning light, it not only helps you move into an awake phase, it starts the internal timer in your body that starts to count down toward when it's going to be time to go to bed. Even if it's a cloudy day, getting outside will get you the sunlight exposure that you need in your eyes, and it'll stop the floodgates of melatonin and begin your day. And so how much light should you get? Now, I like a 5-10-20 rule. If it's sunny outside, just be outside for 5 minutes. If it's cloudy outside, be outside for 10 minutes. If it's raining or it's not great outside, or you can only get bright artificial light inside first thing, 20 minutes. And finally, what am I doing? What am I doing after I step outside? You gotta move your body. For this system, all I'm gonna ask you to do, 10-minute walk. That's it, 10-minute walk every morning. And why am I asking you to just add to your system a 10-minute walk? It clears out any of the overwhelm and the overthinking and the anxiety that you may have. It immediately boosts your mood. Forward ambulation is what's happening when you're walking. You get into this optic and auditory flow state where your brain is now kind of having to absorb all this input around you. This input, as you're walking and you've got this new optic and auditory flow, what does it do? It quiets your anxiety. Why? Because there's all this new input. Instead of sitting there in your bed ruminating and feeling overwhelmed, you're flipping on this switch inside your brain that helps with overthinking. So whether you have visual or auditory flow, it has a powerful documented effect on your nervous system, and it changes the way your brain is working. So when you step outside to get light into your eyes first thing in the morning to set the circadian rhythm, just start walking for 10 minutes. It's going to put you in a better mood. It's going to make you more productive. This is all research-backed. And so let me recap what that system is. Number 1, the alarm rings, you're up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get up, get going, because once you get up and you get going, you're going to keep going. Second thing you're going to do, you're going to make your bed. It's just simple discipline. It's a wonderful thing to do for yourself, and you become the kind of person that just does what needs to get done, and you have higher standards for yourself. I love that. Third, you're going to leverage this fascinating science around neurobics, and as you're brushing your teeth or after you brush your teeth, just high-five yourself in the mirror. Don't say a word. That's it. Number 4, you got to drink a big cup of water. Big cup of water, start the hydration train first thing in the morning, and delay caffeine for at least an hour and see what happens. Number 5, get yourself outside. Remember the 5-10-20 rule for sunny, cloudy, or rainy days? Or if you can't get outside, artificial light. And finally, number 6, 10-minute walk. 10-minute walk does extraordinary things. This is something that you can do any morning, anywhere. It's a system that sets you up for success.